did end up gathering some of the sumac, and it's kind of just been sitting in a bag since we got back because I didn't know what to do with it. He wanted me to dry it because you can make tea. And so we brought it back, and I needed to get it out of the bag. So I thought, well, I'll just hang it up here. I'm not sure if this is exactly how you're supposed to do it, but I can look it up later. I'll just hang it here for right now. And it is still like so wet. Like it has this, I don't know what it is, juice that like comes out of the berries. And I'm just saying, it's good. I don't know if I just wasn't able to taste very good that day, but I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna just try a little bit of it again and see what it tastes like. I don't know if it was because I couldn't taste very well that day maybe, or because it was so hot outside and maybe the juices just weren't as coming out as much, and so now that it's cooled off and everything, it's like really coming out. I don't know, but I don't think that's gonna dry for tea. I think, especially with it hanging here, as soon as Micah comes in, he's gonna be getting him a bite too. But I did look up, and apparently, which I found this really interesting, apparently it is, you lick it to like quench thirst. So if you're like out and about, whatever, you see it, you're really thirsty, it's supposed to quench it. That's what my little foraging book said. So anyway, I hung that up, and I was like, this is so weird that I'm like eating off of it while it's hanging from our ceiling, because we have a wire that we still haven't got down yet. And I thought, you know, I'm going to utilize it. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to say really quickly. This has been in a Walmart sack on the counter for about a week now. And it is still like super fresh and even better than it was when I first picked it. My grape leaves, my hair. My grape leaves, my curly dock, I had that in the fridge in a Ziploc bag for over a month, and it was still just as fresh as when I first got it, when I first picked it. How come everything I foraged wild lasts forever and you don't have to do anything special, but stuff you buy from the store barely lasts a few days and you have to try to do all this special stuff to get it to last just until you can eat it? I mean, that's just really interesting to me. Okay, I'm using this picture because he's just cute. But I just wanted to say, it makes you wonder how long or how old your produce is that you're buying at the store, and what have they done to it. Just saying. And especially like this stuff, it didn't even really need to be refrigerated in order to last as long as it did. I'm finding this super, super interesting. And like, just wow. What have we lost with time? Like all these, you know, all this stuff, this knowledge that we have lost over, you know, generations. It's really sad. You can see all the, like, the juice coming off of it. If you're asking, no, we did not wash this before we were eating it. I still haven't washed it because if you wash it, you're gonna wash all the juice off. And I seen this thing the other day, and it said that you don't know it, but there is allowed to be a certain amount of pieces of bugs and rodent hair in your food, even pasta. There's still allowed to be a certain amount of like insect pieces and rodent hair in it, and it is still able to be fine. And I was just looking at that, I was like, are you serious? People are so concerned about like this wild stuff and like, oh my goodness, it's got bugs on it, but you're eating bugs. You're eating this stuff. God kind of created our stomachs to be able to take care of all of that. And I have been seeing that these other countries, they do like worm themselves 2 to 3 times, or let's see, 2 to 3 times a year or something like that. And it's like part of their culture. They just do it. You deworm yourself. I don't even know how they do it. I want to find out how they do it. But they find it super weird that Americans don't do that. And I'm like, you know what? It is kind of weird that most of us have never done that. I mean, I've never done that. And I am doing stuff like that now. I don't know if it's exactly what they're doing, probably not, but I am doing different stuff like that. But I mean, there's little critters and everything else in everything that you're eating, whether it's wild foraged or packaged. I'm about to head out, but I had to show you these. My husband brought these to me the other day. He came home and he said he hadn't brought me flowers in a while. So he brought me flowers. And I just had to brag on him for a second. Is this your job? Yeah, when we're doing the fence, is this your job? Yeah.
Do what, lady?
Said you're cute.
I'm cute.
Yeah.
I know. I can't help it.
Is there a fly? Are you gonna get it? Have you ever caught one? You normally just bite and you miss them. You do? You miss them. Okay, so this is the finished product of this fencing job. It is stunning. The customer was happy and Micah was happy, which is awesome because he's always very picky of his work. He has several more fencing jobs coming up, and it's going to be a busy summer, but we're so grateful that the Lord has given him this extra work. It really helps us out. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to show you what it looked like.